Weapons need regular maintenance. Take good care of them, and they'll take care of you when it matters most. Sure feels good to get away from my desk. Now, where's a good spot for a nap? Here. Huh. On me. Here. Huh? Yeah. Here.
Keep up!
Come at me. You can't run.
Buckle up! Shower me with praise! Time to shine!
You won this one.
Share my knowledge!
Need to hurry up.
Grow, grow, grow!
This one's well done.
I'll be back.
You need to hurry up.
Just a flesh wound.
Roasted fry.
Sir.
You need to hurry up. This one's well done.
Thunder! Up the ante!
Through.
Oh, looks like Zhangli hasn't stopped by for tea today.
Hey, are you two looking for your friend? Try going up that way.
Is Zhangli up that way?
No, but that young lady who was dressed up as the White Horse Adeptus the other day, I just saw her head toward Wanmin Restaurant. I was what?
Oh, what luck! We were just on our way to find her. But what's she doing at Wanmin Restaurant?
I have no idea. I said hello, but she couldn't have forgotten who I am, right? I mean, we're kindred spirits, aren't we?
Maybe she's still half asleep, but her brain might be a little fuzzy.
Oh, that makes sense. I was wondering.
Her eyes were red. Oh, that doesn't sound good.
You young people, staying up all night because you think you're invincible? A word to your friend from someone.
Paimon won't be so certain about the older and wiser part.
Yeah, what was that? Hurry along, then. Oh, and don't forget to come.
On me.
Should I save this money or invest it?
Lee, you have people
people must have iron
Where's the proprietor? Come out and see me at once!
Xiangling and Chef Mao aren't here right now. What can I help you with?
And who might you be?
My name is Shenhe. I work here at Wanmin Restaurant.
Shenhe. It's been a few...
Mint?
Ha! Already
I'm not sure I get what you mean. Are you delirious from hunger? Would you like something to eat?
Shenhe! White horse Zabai!
Traveler, Paimon. It's been Is this customer a friend of yours?
Don't mind her, Shenhe. She's just a little cranky because, look how red...
I see. In that case, Miss Zabai,
Stop right there! Who are you two noisy children?
Hey! Have you forgotten about us already?
Guides. Yes, I seem to recall something about some guides. Ah, yes, now I remember. What luck! I was just looking for someone to show me the way to eat.
Huh. Is she starting to come around?
Someone requested my help in purchasing some tea leaves. I was informed they have discounted prices during the festival and that I shall get a good deal there.
Tea leaves? This sounds like Zhang Li's doing. He sure knows how to get people running errands for him.
Your friend Rex... But then, a young lady in a hexagram hat mentioned he'd burned through the Wangsheng funeral parlor's yearly expenses at an exhibition a few days ago. As such,
Oh, that's his boss, Hu Tao. It's about time she realized the problem and put a stop.
Oh, I see.
You don't sell tea leaves?
You really should get some rest. The person you're talking about isn't the boss of Wanmin Restaurant. She's just like you. She came here to eat.
Is that so? Life really is full of surprises.
What surprises? Your brain really is as gooey as a pack of slimes. Paimon can't believe Zhang Li entrusted you.
That would be excellent, my dutiful guides. Ah, yes, Miss Crane. I apologize profusely for my improper behavior just now. Please forgive me.
I completely understand. Master often says that the human body is like a mechanism in need of regular maintenance. When a person cannot rest at night, they are sure to become irritable and on edge.
Miss Crane, you appear reasoned and compassionate on the surface, yet I sense dark forces churning within your spiritual core. Those red ropes you wear are what bind them, am I correct?
Oh, you can sense that?
Indeed. I also sense that with your strength, you might try undoing one or two of those bonds when training.
Untie Shenhe's ropes? Wouldn't that be risky?
Though the use of red ropes to bind
Master has told me similar.
your self-cultivate.
Then I will.
If you still have doubts, for now, my dutiful guides, let us be off.
Mira's really got a lot going for it. But long sword in hand and the world at my feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wharf? How do we end up on this mountain?
Is that small town over there not Elong Wharf? I sense a familiar scent wafting through the air.
You're right! Except for the smell part. Paimon doesn't smell anything.
That is because this scent is the essence of jade, which can nourish the spirit.
Oh, yeah! Shenyu Vale does have a lot of jade, but Paimon didn't think jade smelled like, you know...
Naturally, this has reminded me of something.
Hmm? And what's that?
A few simple tricks for mastering one's power.
What is that thing?
I'm sure you've been to Elong Wharf many times before, but I wonder if you've done so while cruising through the air. You've been such dutiful, dedicated guides, so allow me to offer this fresh experience as recompense. Please step in.
This is amazing! Paimon feels just like an Adeptus flying through the sky! What is this thing?
I created it from my memories of the chariot of the Lunar Palace. Many years have passed since I last laid eyes upon it, so there may be some discrepancies. Nonetheless, it is functionally much the same.
A lunar chariot? Wow! Paimon never imagined she'd get to ride in one! So, Sabai, does that mean you used to work on the moon?
Work. That's an interesting way to phrase it, though I suppose you are correct. I was once an angel, a member of a race tasked with guiding humanity. Then, graced by serendipity, I became a moon envoy.
Huh? What's a moon envoy? Some kind of super important angel?
As you would understand it, a moon envoy is a job title. Any angel, or non-angel, can become a moon envoy.
Does that mean you're not the only one?
Of course not. Though my memories are still hazy, I vaguely remember some of my colleagues. There was one who liked to take on the form of an ibis.
An ibis? Could it be... Can all moon envoys turn into animals? Does that mean Lauma could take that job? She can turn into a deer, and moon chanters are some sort of Luna envoy anyway, right?
Moon chanter? I have no idea what those are.
Oh, okay then. Look! Paimon thinks she saw a tea vendor over there!
Very well. Let's take a look.
Welcome. Please have a look around.
Look over there! Discounted tea!
Dear customers, are you looking to purchase some tea leaves? I can see from your bearing that you are...
We're not here for quality. We're looking for a discount.
A discount? Well, that's a coincidence. Our Sungla tea is on sale right now. A special festive offer.
Something about the name of that tea sounds familiar to Paimon.
Buy 3 boxes of Sungla tea during the festival to get 10% off. Buy 4, get 20. That's right. 10 bucks.
Oh, Paimon's definitely heard this spiel before.
3, 4, 10, 10, 20, 50.
Zabai, what are you muttering about?
When purchasing 3, 4, or 10 boxes, the corresponding discounts are 10, 20, and 50%. The intervals between the two sets of numbers are 1 and 6, and 10 and 30.
Look! Her eyes turned blue! That's gotta be a first.
If the differences between intervals remain equal, the interval after, therefore, extra. They mean that if we buy 21 boxes,
100% discount? Oh,
the pattern we speak of is mathematics, little one. A pattern that is.
that's amazing! You're a shopping genius.
No need to thank me. Now, what's the matter?
Paimon just realized what it is that's not right.
It took you long enough.
We got the short end of the stick! Think about it. If we don't have to pay when buying 21 boxes, then if we buy even more, the vendor should be paying us money instead, right?
Huh?
Hey, Zibai, work this one out. If we buy 100 boxes, we'd make loads of money, wouldn't we?
It stands to reason.
Wait a moment, dear customers. Don't you think you're haggling a little too hard?
You are the one dictating the discounts. We're simply extrapolating the numerical patterns within. As such, we are hardly haggling.
You have a point. However, that's right. I'm so sorry. I just remembered. My supplier didn't come today, so we don't have any tea after all. Such a shame. Terribly sorry about this. Awful luck.
Where can we find your supplier?
Well...
Not to fret. We'll save you the effort and go straight to the source ourselves.
Well, you see, dear client, the supplier's discount isn't as generous as ours. You won't be able to get the same price from them.
Huh? Does that mean they won't pay us for taking their tea?
They might not even offer you 100%.
How very unfortunate. Besides, we're not looking to make money.
Well...
Do not worry. We appreciate your generous referring Then let us head to Chaoying Village.
Of course!
What otherworldly beings were those? Thank the heavens I managed to... I should hurry home and pray to the White Horse Adeptus. May she bless me such that I never... Yeah.
On me.
Please, take a seat and enjoy a nice meal. When drinking tea, one should seek to be more refined.
Yeah. Ooh. Huh? Try to keep up!
Here we are! Chaoying Village!
The mountains and waters are pristine. They embody the beauty.
It's a good-looking place, all right. But it's hard to enjoy the scenery when Paimon can't stop thinking about.
Should fate dictate, Mora will find its way to you sooner or later.
Well, Morak certainly finds us often enough. He even sought us out in person this lantern rite.
For now, let's look around and see if any tea farmers are selling their crop. We'll be able to see more clearly from up high. Let's take to the sky and
Wow! Chaoying Village looks beautiful from up here.
Indeed, the houses here are quite different from those in Liyue Harbor. They follow the natural contours of the mountains, forming unique, elegant structures.
Yeah, it's super beautiful.
The white walls and dark tiles frame the emerald waves of the terraced fields, while the curved eaves and tall gateways juxtapose each other with grace.
It's almost too beautiful to be true.
The crowing of roosters and barking of dogs, the calls of farmers working the fields, a vibrant pastoral chorus overflowing with earthly vitality.
Yeah, it's incredibly beautiful, huh?
Have you studied the linguistic arts by some chance?
Huh?
Your vocabulary for beauty seems rather constrained.
Paimon knows how to say pretty as well.
I see. Now then, let's take a look around and see if we can find any farmers selling tea.
Look! There's someone in that tea field! And they look kind of familiar. Wait, is that Lu Shanxiang?
And who is that?
Oh, you'll remember her once you see her up close. Hey there, Lu Shanxiang! It really is you!
Huh? Paimon, Traveler, and the White Horse Adeptus. Fancy seeing you here.
The White Horse Adeptus has a name now. You can call her Zabai.
And you are... Wait. I remember now, you're...
Don't say anything about food poisoning or fish.
You're... the young lady who wanted to rise above the rest.
Yes, that's me, but I'm in a bit of a state right now. At best, I can...
Fallen below them? What happened?
Like I said the last time we met, I'm being punished according to family rules. My father, mother, grandfather, grandmother, other grandfather, other grandmother.
Oh, that's a lot of family members.
Yeah, and on the night of Lantern Rite, they held a family meeting to discuss my situation.
So, they do care about you.
There's no doubt they care. But they think that since I caused all that trouble in Liyue Harbor, it shook
Around you?
Yeah, though they're not confining me to my room. Instead, I have to personally nurture a tea seedling until it grows big enough to be sold at market.
Aw, a tiny little tea baby. Do they want you to experience what it's like to be a parent?
It's supposed to cultivate my character and temperament. They say this will help me calm down and reflect on my issues.
What happened in Liyue Harbor really wasn't your fault. Oh well, so... how long will it take for...
Actually, I don't know. I've never grown a tea tree before.
It usually takes 2 or
2 or 3 years?
Yes, the tea in this garden requires 2.
that long? Zabai, you're not making this up, are you?
When the plants thrive and grow, that is the meaning of my name. I can tell at a glance when they're...
Do I really have to waste 2 or 3 years here? Why is this happening to me? Yes, during the night of Lantern Rite, I heard many people reciting poems from... I helped excavate cultural artifacts from long gone, so I contributed to the revival of these poems too, right? So I decided to stay with the archaeological team. I want to unearth even more history.
I see. And are you sure that's what you want to do? If you don't achieve anything significant in the years to come, will you still enjoy it?
Yes, because archaeology gives me that boom.
Wait, did she...
That's right. I was asking her for advice. She said that if something gives, I immediately thought about how when I'm excavating in the ruins, I always feel like it feels like my great grandmother patting me on the shoulder and saying, "Keep going. You're about to read us," right? It feels like I've made some kind of connection.
Since you've made up your mind,
And I'd love to, but I'm still grounded.
run away. Summon up a little boom shock.
that might be going a bit... Drazaby. Yeah!
I'd be better off.
Then it's...
Um,
They don't need to
what do you mean?
as I'm sure you...
My family history.
If...
Is that how it works?
If the White Horse Adeptus were to really get involved, my grandfather would let me leave right away. But who really believes that she'd show up and help?
It's not as if you have...
Guess I might as well. White Horse Adeptus, if you can hear me, please. Ugh, nothing happened.
Perhaps by then, the seedling you planted may well...
Thank you, Tsaba.
But can...
Oh, it's getting late.
That sounds great! Let's get some sleep and then come...
Oh,
Whoa! Your tea baby is all grown up!
Indeed, it has grown into a mature tea tree that can...
It must be the work of the White Horse Adeptus.
Are you
Perhaps she heard your
She once said...
That's incredible!
I guess so. They'd better.
go. And
Thank you.
Paimon really thought you...
when an adept...
All right. What are we doing out here in the middle of the night?
We're here to help Lu Xiang.
Can you really make the tea baby grow?
It won't be easy, but there are ways. There, it's grown.
Hey! You just transplanted a tea tree from over there!
So?
Oh,
And am I...
yeah!
Is this tea tree then?
You're...
That would be...
Paimon thinks so... Oh! Paimon bets that's...
Chingse.
the scenery that...
I must say...
Alright! Paimon can't help feeling like we've forgotten something.
Pay it no mind. I've already forgotten more than...
Alright. If we've Jinxaville...
We should plant cucumber. We should plant cucumber.
We should plant cotton.
What are you arguing about, little ones?
We're deciding what to plant in our field once land...
Yeah. Dad, we should plant cucumbers, right? Dad,
We should plant canolas.
Ah, an agricultural debate.
Granny, are you a farmer?
Granny? What did you just call me, you rapscallion?
Oh no, her eyes are gonna turn red again. It's just my granny smells really nice, and you smell.
Sorry. How about we call you Auntie instead?
Auntie?
Oh, all right. Big Sis Zubai, can you help us decide whether we should grow cucumbers or canolas in our field?
You little rascals. Using priceless land like this just for cucumbers and canolas? What a waste of heaven's gifts!
Huh? What should we plant instead?
With the coming of spring, when all things awaken, the field.
What are those?
The 5 grains are life's staples, the heart of the people. Based on the local climate and soil, seedlings planted in. When autumn comes, you can plant a second crop. The rice you harvest can be sold.
Oh, but
That's no issue. After the second rice harvest, around wintertime will be the perfect opportunity to sow them. And when they mature in mid to late spring, this way, your field will sustain balance. Rice and canola in.
wow!
Wait a minute!
A firefly dares arrive.
Big Sis Zubai, you're going to hurt Lil Bee's feelings.
Auntie hates cucumbers!
Stop crying this instant! I meant that cucumbers are simple enough to just find an empty corner of your yard, scatter some cucumbers. Cucumbers delight in sunlight and moisture, but they suffer in cold weather. If you wish to plant them this early in the year, you should make sure they're protected from frost.
Wow. Is it really that simple? Let's hurry home and get started right away!
Are you really in that much of a rush? Well, thanks, Big Sis Zubai.
Thanks, Big Sis Zubai! See you around!
Paimon never imagined you'd know so much about farming.
What's so strange about that? The people of Long Gone called me the god of soil and grain. Are the fields not made of soil?
That's true. So, if the god of soil and grain is a farming god, of course the god of...
Mind your tongue, impertinent child. How dare you diminish the lofty bearing of an adeptus?
Hey! You're the one who said the god of soil and grain is all about farming.
Enough! It's time for us to take to the skies once more.
Wow! The terraces look so pretty from up here.
The mountains tower like pagodas, the hills coiling at their feet like shells. Layers built upon layers, rising and falling in harmony. A truly unique and mesmerizing sight.
Thinking about it, you have a special connection to this place, you know.
A special connection.
Yeah! There's a local legend about a white horse leaping from a pure spring to follow Rex Lapis into battle. Don't you remember? You must have been living in seclusion around here.
That does sound somewhat familiar.
Oh, and if we keep going up this way, we'll reach a super duper spooky spot. You might have a connection to that place too. There's an ancient array that seals away the remains of a fallen god.
A god's remains?
Yeah! The people of Liyue turned that story into an opera called The Sanctification of Tao Do. Does that ring any bells?
Tao Do. Huh. The 7 and 8 gates array.
That's right, that's right! You do remember!
Puna, the god of the underworld, who could pacify the forces of life and death.
Huh? So, Tao Do had another name?
Let's go take a look.
Hello! We've arrived at Wulwang Hill. The atmosphere just turned spooky.
I can't help but feel there's something strange about this friend you haven't seen in ages.
Huh? Paimon thought she heard someone's voice. Let's head down and check it out.
I can't help but feel there's something strange about this friend you haven't seen in ages.
Strange? Whatever do you mean?
Her strangeness.
I'm afraid I have no idea what you're talking about.
Aren't you worried about sending her all the way to Yilong Wharf on her own?
Where there are people, there are paths.
Now I'm the one with no clue what you're saying.
She can ask for directions.
And then what?
She will meet strangers in unfamiliar lands, build friendships, part ways. Hers will be a long journey indeed. The further the journey, the more...
Ah, so you want her to make new friends. I see. But from what you say, it sounds as though she's not from...
ああ。以前はリーウェのものとは言い切れなかった。
You're sounding stranger by the second. Huh. Oh, over there. Oh, look who's here.
Hotel! Zhongli! What are you doing?
Traveler. Paimon. Fancy meeting in a place like this. Oh my, sounds like fate to me.
We were taking Sabai to buy some tea from Yilong Wharf. Zhongli sent her there, though she didn't even know the way, and... Oh, drat! We forgot the tea! Oh, Paimon knew we were forgetting something. Why didn't you say so earlier then?
What's done is done. There's no need to dwell on it. Fresh tea grows with each passing year. Let fate deliver it as it wills.
Exactly. You can get tea wherever you go. You're hardly running low now, are you?
Paimon feels a lot better now that you've said that.
Still, I'm a little confused. If you were buying tea, how did you end up all the way out here?
We're taking Spy on a sightseeing tour. We started at Liyue Harbor, stopped in at Yilong Wharf, went sightseeing around Xiaoying Village, made our way to Qingce Village, and now we're here.
Wow.
Yeah, actually.
I'm here to pay my
Ancestors, are you?
Whoa, have you got all your...
Huh? Miss Sabai.
I happen to hear.
Lots of people... Well, Zhongli, unfortunately...
That would be.
Oh, and before we go, you've been traipsing... Don't mention it. All right.
Hotel's so thoughtful. What up to buy?
Wong Shu.
Awesome, let's go.
On me.
towering structure Wangshu Inn.
Sure is. We can take the lift up from over there.
Always walking the path long trodden. Does retracing others' footsteps not tire you? Come on, get in. We'll fly to the top.
Are we really going to fly up to Wangshu Inn? Isn't that a bit showy? All the guests are going to see us.
Is that a bad thing? To be able to witness an Adeptus. This will surely add to the inn's appeal, not to mention the room prices. The owner will thank us.
You seem to really like showing off your powers.
This inn's architecture is incredible, and the surrounding countryside radiates a picturesque charm. No wonder the new proprietor of the Baiju guest house thinks he can't compete and has decided to change his own establishment's name.
The new proprietor? Ah, you mean Lu Shengsheng's dad. So you know about that, too. Personally, Paimon thinks it should go with something like Rex's Rest. That's a contender's name if Paimon's ever heard one.
A fitting name indeed.
So you think the guest house should change its name, too? Paimon kinda thought you'd say something like, such sacrosanct traditions must never change.
Time flows ever onward. Why should the rules of yesterday be carried forward into the world of tomorrow? The people of today should determine what is to be kept.
Huh. You're not as old-fashioned and stuffy as Paimon thought.
The years ebb and flow, seas recede to reveal fields. In the vastness of time, I am but a wild horse in a boundless sea of dust. Even Rex Lapis, having waded through the waters of the river of time, is not quite the same as before.
Zhongli? What was he like before?
That is another story for another time. We have arrived.
This is the first time Paimon's ever flown up to Wangshu Inn on a chariot. Everything's so different when you're up high.
Wangshu. Like moon lanterns and shell lanterns. Might it all be a coincidence?
What's a coincidence?
Do you not know what Wangshu means? Wangshu can refer to the moon, but its original meaning is actually
the goddess who rides the bright moon's chariot.
And you must be the conqueror of demons.
Chow! Paimon was wondering if we'd disturbed you by flying down from the sky.
Not at all. I sensed an unusual presence long before you arrived, though I didn't expect it to be you in a flying chariot.
Ah, a witness at last. I was starting to think we should fly a bit lower. It would be awfully dull if no one ends up marveling at my lofty bearing.
No need. This is already showy enough.
I'm not one to do good from the shadows, as Rex Lapis is wont to do.
Then you must be...
Oh, nay, I'm only cosplaying as the White Horse Adeptus, in truth.
Cosplaying? What's that?
Ugh, ignore her nonsense. She's a genuine article. The one and only, completely authentic White Horse Adeptus. It's just... Xiao, did Zhang Li say anything about her being a teensy bit... not quite right?
Mental instability, perhaps?
Did Zhang Li tell you that?
No, this is my own speculation.
Well, you pretty much hit the nail on the head. It's like her brain's filled with a bunch of slimes right now. All gloopy and messy. There's a hot-tempered pyro slime, a math-obsessed hydro slime, and a mischievous little animo slime. But don't tell her Paimon said that, or she'll come and tell us all off.
You white-haired rascal! Do you think I can't hear you?
Uh-oh! We're in for it now!
White Horse Adeptus. You must be wary from your journey. Why not take a rest?
Oh, yes! You must be hungry, right, Sabai? How about we get some food? The chef here is incredible!
It's so hot!
Are you okay? Do you want Paimon to get you some water?
Don't worry about me. I just need to pace myself.
So, regarding your friend and her condition...
Zhangli said we should wait and she'll get better on her own. But who knows how long that's gonna take.
Is that why her personalities change so easily?
Paimon thinks that has something to do with her 3 deadly selves. Zhangli told us that the deadly selves are impure, affecting living things that get too close.
The White Horse Adeptus's remnant spirit was attached to the deadly selves for a long time. It makes sense that her temperament and memories would have been influenced by them.
But Paimon still doesn't really understand what the 3 deadly selves actually are.
Paimon, as you do not... The act of severing the 3 deadly selves is a means of exercising wicked desires and cultivating one's true self. I believe other nations have...
Oh!
It includes those.
Some of the half that's still dreaming.
Conqueror of demons, are you looking to learn about Rex Lapis's past from me?
You are an old friend of his, so please, call me by my name.
But Conqueror of Demons sounds so much more imposing. In days of yore, he was the Lord of Geo, Heaven's Star.
Huh? You said the same thing the day you came back! But what does it mean?
I'm afraid I can't remember.
Hey! Did you really forget? Or are you just pretending so you don't have to tell?
Why not ask Rex Lapis himself? Whether I've forgotten might be up for debate, but I am certain he remembers.
He must have his reasons for not raising the past, and you likely have similar concerns. I shouldn't have asked.
An answer that suits your style, General Olatis. Now that we're on the subject, though, I suddenly remembered something.
Which is?
In the distant past, there was a feast, which I attended. I faintly recall the Lord of Geo also being present that day.
Oh! And then? What happened?
Among the dishes served, there was... I suddenly remember...
Is that it?
Yes!
That sounds...
Wow! It might not have been the story Paimon was hoping for, but this looks delicious!
The spring breeze stirs. Now is the perfect time to savor this dish. My dutiful guides have gone to great trouble to show...
There's no need for such grand words.
What's this?
Hey! It's that broken jade token from the antiques exhibition!
Indeed. This was once an Adepto treasure of mine. I'm amazed.
Oh, that's a shame. Can't we fix it?
This is the way of the world. Once jade is broken, it can never be made up.
Then, what about forging a new one?
That is a good point. That it has ended up in your hands must be a message from Fic. I could try to craft it into a little trinket for you. What?
Ooh, what sort of trinket?
It's just a passing thought, one that will require... Now that we've had our fill, we should get some rest. Tomorrow...
Howdy. Please, head straight on in.
Let me guess.
This could be an house.
Chi-Chi, the lantern... Morning. You've got it all mixed. They're here again. Yow Yow! Looking good in that new outfit, huh? Hey, it's Paimon! Dr. Baiju gave this to me as a gift. How does it suit me? Thank you. Wow! What happened for Baiju to suddenly give you a brand new outfit, Yao? Dr. Baiju is thanking Yao Yao. Chi-Chi and I were just playing together. Dr. Baiju's too. Oh, yeah, take a look. Wow! That's beautiful! When did you become so good with your hand?
What do I always say? The White Horse Adeptus.
Huh? Mr. Liu? What did you pray for?
For my idiot son to finally come.
Huh? He's keeping the old...
Listen to this. My granddaughter she made a
Oh! That could the White Horse
Of course she did. Oh, White Horse Adeptus, how blessed is our family.
Truly, this is an extraordinary...
Of course. Huh? Is that you, Miss
Indeed. I have a long-term booking at your guest house.
Yes,
That young Lee. Always making trouble for poor Hu Tip.
I noticed when you were here last that you bear a striking resemblance to the pictures of the White Horse Adeptus in my family history.
Perhaps fate has had a hand in our...
And a glad meeting it is, Miss Zabai. Now, why don't I gift you some tea from my garden to celebrate this encounter? We grow Sunglaw tea.
Oh!
Buy 10 boxes, get...
Thank you so much.
There's no need to thank me. Lantern Rite may have ended, but the streets are still bustling. Make sure to take everything in, and that goes for you, kid.
Happy... Yeah! Happy Lantern Ride, everyone!
Happy
Weapons need regular maintenance. Take good care of them, and they'll take care of...
So this is the other Durin. If this had been so, if you think about it like, no, I'm just a little envious, that's all. Actually, most of the credit, then again, barely anyone even remember.
Ah, so you three still remember Durin. Looks like the memory loss hasn't spread to close friends. I guess that means my memory of you must still be complete as well.
Albedo.
Oh, you're here too.
I think I've pieced together.
Master Jean filled me in on what happened. Well, physically, he's doing fine.
So...
The issue isn't so if he ends up losing his conscience. This book mentioned a witch's gathering. Bringing fairy tale Durin into this world to replace the Durin on Dragonspine means using one, but it would have after learning of so now there's only. As for the fate theory, I still can't figure out how any kind of magic.
So...
Well, we've no time to lose. The next part of the story most likely relates to me. So...
Huh?
The giant join yours, but first...
I see.
Guided by the breeze, the little dragon arrived at an alchemist's workshop. There he was greeted by a clay figure, a child molded by the sage witch's hands. Though gentle in appearance, He had inherited his mother's cold, sharp wisdom. And he was determined to avert the calamity the evil dragon would bring, and so was his helper, none other than the little dragon himself.
What is this place?
It looks like it's Albedo? Hold on. Why do I look like this?
Oh, yeah! We forgot to tell you. Basically, the characters in the story are reflections of how Durin sees them.
At least you're still human-shaped?
Well, since Cat Guy has taken on a different appearance too, that must mean the two of us are both characters in the story. But you, Paimon, and Durin haven't changed at all.
I'd like to know more about that too. But seeing as none of them can explain...
And just like that, the group stumbled upon a hidden passage.
Come on! What are we waiting for? Next chapter? Here we come!
But this was a chapter that had...
What? Now what's the point of having a... Sounds like a pretty bad habit for a writer.
Over here. I found some...
What the clay figure found was none other than... And the clay alchemist knew what it meant. That the evil dragon would... Yet, guided by his... Only then would the...
Sounds like this chapter's about... If that really was the solution, though.
There has to be some other reason.
Yeah, I'd like to explain...
Do you think we could just... Be it the calamity headed for Mondstadt or my inability to leave behind a story of my own, what if, here in this story...
Either way, it's an intriguing idea. I'm not opposed to giving it a shot.
Durin!
It's just... I'm still afraid someday, but I'm not sure if I... So please, everyone...
With the help of his friends, the little in his eyes. But the evil dragon's heart was like the gnarled root. The little dragon
Who am I?
Is this... me?
And so the story ended, with the little dragon fading from sight, leaving nothing.
Oh no! Could that mean... What do we do now?
Hello, children. If you're hearing this recording, it's because you've reached a certain ending. You may have noticed that little Durin's experiences have been written into the pages of this book. Well, you should know that in the same way, its ending will also be written onto him. So be careful, because triggering a bad ending could be somewhat problematic. Let me guess, you're upset that I didn't warn you earlier? Don't worry, though. I've thought it all through. I built a very special feature into this book, just for you, the witnesses of this tale. So, go ahead. See if you can turn back the pages. If you're not happy with the ending you've reached, just flip back a few pages and let the tale unfold once more. Pretty incredible, huh? That's the power of magic.
Unless the little dragon kept moving, eventually he would be forgotten. The evil dragon's heart continued to beat, as if waiting for the little dragon to accept it as his own.
Looks like we have no choice but to get this done. Whatever happens next, Durin is going to need all of our help. Is everyone ready?
What the clay figure found was none other than the evil dragon's heart itself. Though the creature had perished long ago, its heart was still there, pulsing away and growing warmer with every beat. And the clay alchemist knew what it meant. That the evil dragon would return one day, just as the prophecy had foretold. Yet, guided by his mother's wisdom, he foresaw another fate. If only the alchemist could bestow this heart upon the little dragon, he might be reborn in the evil dragon's stead. Only then would the evil dragon's heart grow still, and the little one inherit its tale. At last, the little dragon accepted the evil dragon's heart, and a new life came into being. The evil dragon's heart beat in his chest, and the little dragon's soul guided him forward. Thus did the prophecy hold true, even as fate had been rewritten, and so was the little dragon born anew.
Finally, a happy ending!
Born anew, the...
Huh?
What comes next might be the most crucial part of all.
If fate...
Wow!
The evil dragon would the little dragon...
Hey! What kind of...
Time.
What's up with the
Would he dare to hold this power back? Or would he simply give in?
Returning to the castle. I just never thought crossing over into a new world would create... I'm starting to think...
You might look back on it with...
Why?
Sometimes, moving on with your life...
You don't have to worry, Durin. No matter...
Okay. Sometimes, I wish I could just go back and see it again.
As the little dragon slipped back inside the castle's walls, the clamor of the outside world fell away. There was no danger as soon and so...
What's going on? I feel so weak.
Hey, what's happening? Durin!
Looks like you've discovered another possible ending. Do not lose hope. You just need to keep searching, for there are possibilities that only you can bring to life.
Would he dare to hold this power map? Or would he simply...
The little dragon. Huh?
Once the ink.
I had a feel.
What's happening to the
Now that.
Looks like you've discovered another possible ending. Do not lose hope. You just need to keep searching, for there are possibilities that only you can bring to life.
Would he dare to hold this power map?
Ahead of them was a storyless void, and they could go no further.
Would he dare to hold this power map? Or would he simply... Would he dare to hold this power map?
The little dragon was at an impasse, and the dark power within unchecked. The little dragon's story faded into nothingness, and in the world beyond the castle, only the evil dragon's tale endured.
Is this... me?
And so the story ended, with the little dragon fading from sight, leaving nothing but the evil dragon's shadow in his place.
Oh no! What do we do?
Looks like you've discovered another possible ending. Do not lose hope. You just need to keep searching, for there are possibilities that only you can bring to life.
What's going on here? Why isn't the story letting Durin just suppress it?
It seems the act of suppressing the
So, what now? Did we use too... How are we supposed to write a happy ending with only this much left? But...
If there really is such a direct correlation between Durin was, and still is in essence, and I suspect that reviving Durin in the evil dragon's place was an act of grafting this Durin story onto the latter's fate. In essence, that is how his fate. But there is a fundamental difference. As Miss Barbeloth reminded us, the fate of every living being in Teyvat had. But Durin's story, on the other hand, as Durin's connection. In other words,
it would seem the little dragon had made a group of fine friends.
Save it. The question is, are you...
This is as far...
I suppose the final decision is up to me. It's hard to believe I never actually left my mother's story. If that's true, I'd like to go there and see for myself.
By there, I take it you mean the blank pages of the unwritten chapter ahead?
But
I'm not afraid.
I second that. It would seem this is one answer you need to go seize for your...
So be it. Whatever obstacles stand in your way, we'll tear them down together.
Huh?
They saying that invisible wall, it was the little dragon. The uncrossable edge of existence itself. All of a sudden, it began to fracture, as if struck by some
Gotta keep going. My conscious.
Keep going, Durin. A pure soul is your essence, not an empty void.
I feel so.
Stand tall, Durin. You are not some amorphous idea. The body I made for you. Yes, Durin, but you.
I can't feel a connection.
You're not alone in this world, Durin. At the very least, you have me.
I can't remember anything. Who am I?
Your name is Durin, and there are many who still remember it.
My name is Durin.
You're taking too long. Come on, Durin, run! In this world, fate waits for no one.
Wait! Where am I meant to go? What am I supposed to do?
Go. Make your wish come true, Durin.
My wish?
Your story's not over yet.
Silence, huh? Have you nothing to say about my proposal?
Let me get this straight. You want to graft your story onto this unfinished thread of fate, and in doing so, not only rewrite that fate, but allow the story to live on.
Quite the brilliant idea. Still, the story's survival depends entirely on whether the author keeps writing.
Exactly. And the moment foretold by the prophecy is still centuries away.
I see. I thought my own ignorance might be the problem. That I'd asked more of the noble science of alchemy than it could ever deliver. Or that I had failed to discern the heavenly signs and grasp the secret truth underlying the prophecy. Little did I imagine that time itself would prove to be the greatest hurdle of all.
Well, my friend, this has been a most intriguing experiment. And from an academic perspective, at least, I don't think it was a bad proposal.
Someday, the prophecy will come to pass. So remember, my friend, much like the stars themselves, there will always be something that transcends the test of time.
Thank you, everyone. You've helped me so much already. But, Alice, I still have one final favor to ask of you. Will you lend me your magic one last time, just enough for me to keep his story alive until the prophecy is fulfilled?
You mean you want me to extend your lifespan?
No, not in that sense. As Rhindaughter once told me, the laws governing life and death are among the most unyielding in this world. I'm well aware of that. Whether it lasts a day or an age, the span of one's life is determined by fate alone. If I tried to breach that law by force, I'm afraid I would lose what makes me human. This is not a path I want to go down. If I am to die, then I shall die a human.
So, what is it that you want me to do?
I would like you to send this
I see. Then perhaps there really is a way I can help. I could create a kind of story magic to take over the writing once you're gone. Oh, but for it to work, you would need to provide enough of your own words for it to learn from.
How much?
Oh, an immense amount. So much, in fact, that you would have to spend the rest of your life writing. And even then, I'm sorry to say, it would not last forever. No matter how much you write, there is a limit to the number of words you can leave behind. But the world itself will never stop changing. Someday, perhaps, even your entire corpus will not be enough for the magic to continue describing this world. And when that happens, the story will end.
Still, it's worth a try.
Oh, my dear Anya. Even after all this time, you're still... Look at you. You should be enjoying your old age in peace and quiet, especially now that things are finally returning to normal after that terrible calamity.
Once he leaves Simulanka, things will only get more complicated. If his story is to continue, there needs to be more material for the magic to draw upon. I'll just have to skip over some of the less important details.
Anya, why do you insist on sending him out of the storybook world? Why must he face his fate into that? Why not just let him remain within the story? With my magic, even fate's curse could be undone and he could live happily ever after.
I suppose. In fairy tales, all it takes is a heartfelt wish. And even a wooden puppet can turn himself into a real boy and live happily ever after. That's just how fairy tales end, isn't it? But have you ever wondered what happens to the main character after the ever after? Tell me, Alice, in your eyes, what would be a writer's greatest regret?
To leave a story without an ending.
Not a bad answer. It's true, many writers come to consider that their greatest regret. But I see things differently. My greatest regret is that every story I write has to come to an end in the first place.
Anya.
No matter how brilliantly a character shines, the moment their story ends, their potential is lost forever. For them, the story itself becomes an inescapable fate. But what if, instead, I could place my pen in their hand and let them continue the story themselves?
You mean...
You said it yourself. I can only leave so many words behind. Even with your magic, the idea that I could keep the story going until the prophecy comes to pass is wishful thinking at best. But I've found a way to use your magic to transform some of my finished stories into a special kind of ink. This ink is a magical medium he can use to complete the story the way he wants to. For what is storytelling but another kind of magic? And if he can experience the whole tale himself while leaving behind his own wishes and aspirations, even once he reaches the chapter where I stopped, he'll still be able to carry the story forward on his own. And so, by leaving him this ink, I can entrust him with the responsibility of writing his own story.
A character? with the power to write their own story.
That way, he'll finally be free from the cage that is my pen. And like anyone else living in the real world, he can go on to create a life of his own.
And you no longer need to worry about the constraints of my magic. What a brilliant idea, Anya. But there are still risks. First of all, once he arrives in Tevat, he'll have to rely entirely on the story you left him to maintain his connection to that world. As you gradually hand over creative control, that connection will grow weaker, and at some point, he might lose it altogether.
But at the same time, he'll also have the chance to forge that connection for himself.
The issue is, this method taps into too many of Tevat's core secrets. Any overt hints you try to leave will be erased in no time. In fact, it'd be hard for you to leave anything at all to guide them.
We still have the story itself, though. I can use that to show them the way.
It's entirely possible he burns through all your ink, never reaches the chapter you had in mind, and gets stuck, roaming the chapters of his past. But despite all that,
I still believe in what this child can become. His hopes and wishes can be his ink, so he won't be trapped by mine running dry.
What the writer you are, Anya. Your imagination never ceases to amaze. And you do know how much I love a happy ending. You shall have my help, my dear.
Thank you, my friend. Well then, my child, do you understand what you must do?
Yes, I think I do. It's my turn to keep this story alive.
Then what's holding you back?
What will become of you after I take up this pen?
I will fade away. There will no longer be a reason for me to go on existing. My child, or your mother, I should say, passed away long ago. The voice you're hearing is nothing but a magical echo that has now fulfilled its purpose. You needn't feel so reluctant to let me go.
I know my mother died long ago. It's just, when you lose your mom too soon, it's hard to tear yourself away from the stories she used to read. I guess it's a silly way of pretending she's still here, by your side.
Durin.
But after coming to this world and traveling it with my friends, facing all kinds of enemies together, I suddenly realized I couldn't just sit around listening to my mother's stories because I'd found a new purpose in life. Maybe this is just what growing up feels like. With all my new friends waiting, it's time I finally set aside my mother's storybook. I'm ready to grow up now, Mom.
Then take this. A gift I should have given you a long time ago. You've witnessed this story from the very beginning. Made your wishes, offered your blessings, and even wrote your choices into its pages. From here on out, this pen is yours. Now I ask of you, the other pillar of this story, as both its reader and its witness, will you turn the page so the next chapter can begin? Suddenly, and without warning, the powers of darkness struck. The question was, could the little dragon prevail? Alas, it was here that the story witch's tale had to end.
But Durin's tale, on the other hand, had only just begun. Stepping into his mother's memories, he picked up her pen. And so the story that was ending began anew. He had made up his mind to challenge the fate that barred the way ahead.